When I started back crocheting, I had trouble learning the magic circle. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I learned it, and maybe it'll help you figure it out if you're having trouble yourself. So the way I do it is I take my 3 fingers here on my hand that holds the yarn, and I hold the tail, and you might want to give yourself a pretty good tail, it depends. But hold the tail here on my ring finger and thumb, and then I bring the working yarn underneath. We're going to make an X here in your palm side of your fingers, and make sure you don't have an X on the back. And then hold that with your pinky, and then come underneath here. We're going to pull under and twist as we're pulling, and that's making a loop right there. And then what we're going to do is come over what we just went under. We're going over, and we're gonna then go under that back yarn again, and what we're doing is gonna just pull it through. I usually close my fingers and twist my fingers that way, twist the yarn that way, and pull it through. Then wiggle your fingers out, and you have your magic circle you're gonna work in. Then you just work in whichever stitches you're gonna work in. If your pattern calls for a chain 1, 2, whatever, you do that first. Say chain 1, and then you work your single crochets or whichever you're supposed to into the circle over the yarn, over the tail. You're working into the circle and over the tail. You go through and grab it, and then just make your stitches like normal. And you're doing a little finger gymnastics here to get started, but once you get used to it, it becomes pretty easy. I'm not gonna say it's super duper easy, but it does become pretty easy. And the more you do it, the easier it is. So once you have the number of stitches, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull on this tail and scoot your stitches around until you've got a circle. So then pull the tail and scooch them closed. And then if your pattern calls for it, you go ahead and slip stitch that closed. Or if not, you go ahead and just start the next round, whichever your pattern calls for. And then you have that circle closed, you just pull on the tail to make it tight, and then when you start your next round, you're going to want to go ahead and secure that tail by working over it, and that's the magic circle.